Hello students, welcome to e-learning program. Myself Sunil Ekar from HAL English Medium School, Ozar Township. Now students, today we are going to learn the ninth chapter of history, last phase of struggle for independence. Okay, now in this chapter we are going to study the Quit India movement, underground movement and the contribution of Indian National Army. Okay, the Act of 1935. This act made a provision for the British government govern Indian provinces and princely states to form a federation. According to this act, the working of British governed provinces will be handed over to the Indian representatives. If the princely states join the federation, then they would lose their autonomy, hence, they refuse to join. Therefore, the proposal of federal state in the act was not brought into practice. Okay, now the act of 1935 provided for the formation of the Federation of the British administered provinces and the Indian princely states. According to this act, the working of British administered provinces will be transferred or handed over to the Indian representatives. On joining the federation, the princely states would lose their autonomy. Okay, sorry. As the rulers of the princely states refused to join the federation, the act could not be brought into practice. Okay, got it. Now, first, the Act of 1935 is there. The second one, the provincial cabinets. Provincial cabinets. The Indian National Congress was not satisfied with the Act of 1935 but still decided to take part in the elections of provincial legislature provided by the act. In 1937, elections were held in 11 provinces in the country. Among these, Indian National Congress gained majority over 8 provinces and came to power. In other 3 provinces, none of the party could achieve majority and therefore mixed cabinet was formed. The cabinet ministers of Indian National Congress did useful work for the people, such as release of political prisoners from jail. A very important thing is that the Indian National Congress ministers had done the useful work is there, very good contribution of that. Okay, for the first of all, the political prisoners from the jail they released. Introduction of basic education, prohibition of liquor, very dangerous thing is there. Okay, and they prohibited the liquor is there. Measures undertaken to improve condition of the Dalits, passing of act giving debt relief to the farmers, etc., etc. Now, what the provincial cabinet is there? Okay, first of all, uh, although not satisfied with the Act of 1935, the Congress contested elections to the 11 provincial legislature in 1937 is there. Okay, the Indian National Congress gained majority in 8 provinces, very important thing, and mixed cabinet was formed in remaining 3 provinces is there. Okay, then what the work of the Congress is there? That is, first of all, release of political prisoners from jail. introduction of basic education, measures for improving condition of the Dalits, and passing of act giving debt relief to the farmers. Very interesting and very important issues there, and very last important work they have done, that is the prohibition of liquor is there. Okay, now the Cripps mission. What is Cripps mission? Okay, during the Second World War, England supported America against Japan. The Japanese army reached the eastern border of India. The British realized that if Japan attacks India, then they will need cooperation from the Indians. Hence, the British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, who sent Sir Stafford Cripps to India. In March 1942, he put up a proposal of India in front of the Indians. But none of the political party was satisfied with the proposal. The Indian National Congress rejected the proposal since there was no clear mention of complete independence of India is there. Since there was no mention of creation of Pakistan, so that the Muslim League also rejected the Cripps mission is there. Okay, what is the Cripps mission? During the Second World War, you know it very well, the England supported America against Japan. Okay, the Japanese force came closer to the eastern border of India. Then cooperation of Indian became necessary for England to resist the Japanese invasion of India. So the British Prime Minister, Mr. Winston Churchill, sent Sir Stafford Cripps to India in March 1942. Cripps' proposal was rejected by the Congress as there was no clear mention of the grant of complete independence of India. So the Muslim League also rejected it as there was no mention of the creation of Pakistan. Okay, this is the Cripps mission is there. Okay, now Second World War is there. Okay, Second World War and Indian National Congress. The Second World War began in Europe in 1939. The then Viceroy Lord Linlithgow declared that India had joined the war on the side of British. England claimed that it is fighting to save democracy in Europe. The Indian National Congress demanded that if the claim was true, then England should immediately grant freedom to India. England refused to fulfill this demand, and therefore the provincial ministers of Indian National Congress resigned in November 1939. Okay, what happened? The Viceroy Linlithgow declared in 1939 that India had joined the Second World War on the side of England. Okay, without consulting the Indian leaders. England claimed that it was fighting to save democracy in Europe. Thereupon, the Congress demanded that if this claim was true, then England should immediately grant independence to India. But what happened? England did not accept this demand. Congress provincial ministers resigned in November 1939. Okay. So the Indian leaders gave the decision about British government, that is Quit India movement is there. After the Cripps mission, the Indian National Congress decided to start an intense movement for attaining independence. The working committee of the Congress passed a resolution on 14 July 1942 at Wardha in Maharashtra. Okay, the resolution demanded that the British rule in India be ended immediately and India should be given independence. If this demand was not fulfilled, then the Indian National Congress want to start a non-violent movement for freedom of India. Okay. Now, what is the Quit India movement is there? First of all, the Indian National Congress decided to start an intense movement for attaining independence. On 14th July 1942, Congress Working Committee passed the Quit India resolution at Wardha, which is in Maharashtra. The resolution demanded the end of British rule and granting independence to India. It also warned the British government of a non-violent struggle for India's independence. Okay. Now, what resolution was there? Quit India resolution on 7th August 1942. The session of Indian National Congress was held at Goalia Tank. We can say the Kranti Maidan, which is in Mumbai. Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad was the president of this session. The British should leave India. This resolution passed by Congress Working Committee at Wardha was to be finally approved in the Mumbai session. And on 8th August, the resolution of Quit India put forth by Jawaharlal Nehru got passed with great majority. It was also decided to start nationwide non-violent agitation under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhiji said, every one of you should from this moment onward consider yourself a free man or woman and behave like a citizen of free India. We shall either free India or die in attempt. Gandhiji made an inspirational appeal to the public to be ready to sacrifice with the feeling of do or die. Okay. Now this is a very dangerous thing is there. What happened in Quit India session began at Goalia Tank, that is the August Kranti Maidan, we can say, which is in Mumbai on 7th August 1942. Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad, president over this session. The resolution passed at Wardha was finally approved in Mumbai session, and Quit India resolution moved by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was passed on 8th August with an overwhelming majority. Congress decided to launch a nationwide non-violent movement under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhiji. And then Gandhiji made an inspiration appeal to public to be ready to sacrifice, that is, do or die. Okay. Now beginning of a people's movement. Okay. The news of arrest of important leaders of Indian National Congress spread out all over the country. The angry mob took out processions at various places, even though police lathi charged and open firing on public, but still people were not afraid. The agitators attacked some places, that is jails, police stations, railway stations, etc., etc., which symbolized the suppressive policy of the British. They tried to take control of government offices in Maharashtra. The young and old struggled with determination and boundless courage, and places like Chimur, Asti, Yawali, Mahad, Gargoti, etc., and made the struggle immortal. Okay. Now, the beginning of people's movement, the Quit India movement, the people began that. Okay. The news of what happened? The news of arrest of important leaders of Indian National Congress aroused strong resentment in the country. The angry mob protested in the form of procession, capturing of the government offices and attacking jails, police stations, railway station, and etc., etc. The young and old made a struggle immortal in Maharashtra at places like Chimur, Asti, Yawali, Mahad, Gargoti, etc. Okay, now this is the very important, very great moment was there. Now here the block is given block, which is very uh, good thing is there, that is the individual satyagraha is you must know. Okay, so what is the individual satyagraha is there here? I would like to see this, the Acharya Vinoba Bhave is there. The British government was constantly neglecting the demands. Hence the Indian National Congress decided to start anti-war propaganda. For this it was decided that instead of the collective movement, every single person should disobey the laws, and that was known as the Indian Satyagraha. What happened? You don't do the collective movement is there. Every single person, they should disobey the law of British government, and that is called as the individual satyagraha. And Acharya Vinoba Bhave was the first satyagrahi of individual satyagraha. He was followed by nearly 25,000 satyagrahis who accepted imprisonment for their participation. Okay, now here another block is there. Just we know about it. A very inspirational incident was there, event was there. Okay, about Shirish Kumar, you know it very well. Very great story, very inspirational story is there. The school students also contributed in the freedom movement at Nandurbar. The school children under the leadership of Shirish Kumar carried out procession holding the tricolor flag. The slogan of Vande Mataram was given. The police became furious and opened firing on small children as well. And in this firing, Shirish Kumar, Laldas, Dhanshuk Lal, Shashidhar, Ghanasham, these school children became martyrs. Very sad thing is there. Okay. Now the another point is there. The next point, that is the underground movement is there. Okay. At the end of 1942, the public movement got a new turn. The leadership of this movement went into hands of young socialist activist Jai Prakash Narayan, Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia, Chotu Bhai Puranik, Achutrao Patwardhan, Aruna Asaf Ali, Yusuf Mehrali, Sucheta Kriplani, S.M. Joshi, then Shirbhau Lime, N.G. Gore, Yashwantrao Chavan, Vasantdada Patil, Maganlal Bagadi, Usha Mehta, such leaders were in the forefront. The activists disparted the transport and communication as well as the government machinery by causing the breakdown of railway routes, cutting off telephone lines, blowing up bridges, etc. The impact of the moment was seen all over India. Hemu Kalani in Sindh province, tried to destroy the railway along with his companions. When he received the news of passing of a railway carrying British troops and supplies, the court punished him to be hanged to death. Bhai Kotwal, Bhai Kotwal's Azad Dast in Karjat Taluka of modern day Raigad district. General Awaris Lal Sena in Nagpur. Such groups made the government helpless and witless for months. In Mumbai, Vittal Javeri, Usha Mehta, and her companions established a secret transmission center named Azad Radio. Patriotic songs were sung on it. News of agitations in the country were broadcasted on it. Patriotic speeches were telecasted. These gave encouragement to the agitators. Such transmission center operated at Calcutta, Delhi and Pune for some period of time. Now, what is underground movement is there? Okay. Now, at the end of the 1942, the young socialist leaders took leadership in their hands and started underground movement. They disparaged the transport and communication and government machinery by acts of uh, sabotage, breakdown of railroads, cutting of telephone lines, blowing up bridges, etc. were action taken. Hemu Kalani tried to destroy railway carrying British troops and supplies in Sindh province. He was punished by the court to be hanged till death. Groups like Azad Dasta and Bhai Kotwals in Karjat and Lal Sena of General Awari in Nagpur made the government witless and helpless for months. Usha Mehta, Vittal Jhaveri, and her companions started a secret transmission center in Mumbai Azad Radio. Then news of agitations were broadcasted and patriotic songs were sung on it, which gave inspiration to the agitators. Transmission centers were also operated at Calcutta, Delhi, and Pune. The socialist leader of underground movement, S.M. Joshi and G. Gore, then Vasantdada Patil, Usha Mehta, Yashwantrao Chavan, Jayprakash Narayan, Dr. Ram Manohar Lohiya, uh, Shurubhau Limay, Achyutrao Patwardhan, Chotubhai Puranik, Aruna Sapali, Maganlal Bagadi, then Sucheta Kriplani, Yusuf Meher Ali. Their contribution is very important. Okay, now the next topic is the establishment of the parallel government is that we will see in the next video, that is the establishment of parallel uh, government is there. Okay.